Welcome back to PSC's Tech Bytes. Today I want to introduce you to the PnP Placeholder React controls, which is part of the family of PnP reusable React controls. The placeholder is a really useful and effective component which is simple and easy to use and which allows you to provide a nice UI while waiting for the users to configure your web part. The main configuration options for this component are the onConfigure event as well as the theme for rendering the UI of the component. So let me move to the demo and let me show you how to play with it. So here we have the official documentation page of the placeholder control, where you can see the UI of the component and you can get basic information about how to use it. I want to show you a demo in which I'm going to use it. So play with placeholder will be my web part, and as you can see right now I have the placeholder in place because I still need to configure my web part. I can click as an end user to the configure button, the property pane will show up, and once I've done that I can configure. So this is my configuration, and as you can see, while I configure the web part, the placeholder will go away and I will see the actual UI of my web part. If I get rid of the configuration, I will go back to the placeholder in order to be able to click on configure again and keep on configuring my web part. How did I create this sample? Well, first of all, the web part itself has a text message property, which is just for the sake of having something to configure, and it is defined in the get property pane configuration through the property pane text field. Then we rely on a React component through which we provide the text message as one of the input properties, and we also provide the onConfigure event, which will simply trigger the opening of the property pane through the context of SharePoint Framework. In fact, the React component in its own properties has the definition of the text message and of the onConfigure event, which will be a void. So in the React component, we can say that in the render method, first of all, I can check if my React component is properly configured or not. So if I have the text message and the length is greater than 0, then it is configured. If not, it has to be configured. Then I define the actual content of my web part, and I render in the output this section, which will be the container. And if the component is configured, I will include the actual content. If not, I will include the placeholder, and I will say that onConfigure, so on the event onConfigure of my placeholder, I will simply trigger the onConfigure event, which is defined in the properties of my React component. Simple as that. Like always, thank you for watching this video. I hope you found it useful, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you next week. And remember, subscribe to this channel. Thank you.